to Madrid, where Liverpool fans are waking up very bleary-eyed this morning, but as champions of Europe for the 6th time. Weird image, Jordan Henderson lifting the Champions League trophy aloft, but that's what happened last night. To be honest, it was a terrible game. No one really deserves to win, but Liverpool got it done.
The most bizarre game I think I've witnessed for quite a while, to be honest. I mean, a goal in the second minute, 85 minutes later, the second goal. And in between, I mean,
what happened? Genuinely, what happened? I mean, the atmosphere was strange. It was just a really bizarre match.
Maybe it was the semi-finals and all of the energy exhausted from that. It was probably the 3 weeks that they've had since playing in the Premier League as well. But
too long, isn't it? That's just too long, I'd say.
Yeah, and Klopp referenced it himself in the press conference as well. They were just like, look, we've had 3 weeks off. It's a bizarre situation to be in.
Tonight, both teams, it was a big challenge for both teams to deal with the 3 weeks. Because you never have a period where you have 3 weeks in all game.
That played out completely throughout the whole match.
Yeah, but despite that, Liverpool did win the trophy, and I think there's a case to be made, more than a case actually, that Liverpool's season was more special, despite only winning 1 trophy, than that of Manchester City's treble. We're not saying, obviously, you'd rather have 3 trophies than 1 trophy, but in terms of an overall season, I think Liverpool are going to come off from this season feeling a lot more positive about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy to suffer from short-sightedness, but as a Liverpool,
which we definitely are, let's be honest.
But as a Liverpool fan, I mean, you're probably going back to the 80s to think of a season as good as this. Like, yeah, they won the League Cup, FA Cup, UEFA Cup in 2001. They obviously had that magical night in 2005. But I think to compete at this level, to win the Champions League, to get 97 points in the Premier League, they're now thinking, and they can realistically dream that a dynasty is beginning. But the biggest obstacle between them and a dynasty is, of course, Man City.
But the thing with Man City is Pep Guardiola typically from his 2 jobs, doesn't stick around. Barcelona obviously left, Bayern Munich he left after a few seasons. You suspect he probably only has 1 more year before Juventus, maybe PSG come calling. And that's, I think, where Man City might slip back into where they are in like the Pellegrini or the Mancini era, where they're good 1 year and a bit iffy the next.
Yeah, I think it's a great point, and it's going to be Klopp can see that himself, and he can say, hang on a minute, if I outlast Pep, then maybe I can create one of these great eras for Liverpool again.
I mean, can you imagine being Raheem Sterling, being Kevin De Bruyne, being Pep Guardiola sitting at home? Just like, that was theirs for the taking. They were so much better than any other team in that competition. Last night's quality in the final, all right, 3 weeks off, just showcased how much it was there for the taking. These 2 teams were very fortunate to get there, of course. City, man, that was your year. Why did you blow it?
I mean, you have to think about, Pep Guardiola watching at home, Lionel Messi watching at home. They must have been watching that bizarre game and thinking, how did it ever come to this? And I think that's what kind of maybe the fans, it's what everyone was thinking at last night. How did we actually get to Tottenham versus Liverpool in a Champions League final?
So thanks for joining us in Madrid. Just one final note. You can, of course, have your say in our poll. Which season was more special? Manchester City's domestic treble or Liverpool's 97 points Champions League trophy combo? Head over to eurosport.co.uk.